Good evening, everyone, and welcome back. I'm Selenia Romani, and in this video, I'm going to talk about the future tenses, particularly the present simple for the future, the present continuous for the future, to be going to, and will. Okay, so let's start. The first one I want to talk about is the present simple for the future. So the present simple for the future has the same construction of the, let's say, the normal present simple for all the sentences. So we have the affirmative form, the negative and the interrogative form, which are the same of the, let's say, normal present simple. If you don't remember the construction, you can go and check among my videos, and you will find the one about the present simple. So we use the present simple in the future for timetables, so planes, buses, etc., when leaving and arriving. For example, my plane leaves for Edinburgh on Tuesday at 11 a.m. We use the present simple for programs, when there's a conference, a film, a course, a match which begins or ends. For example, the conference starts at 5 p.m. And for people, if their plans are fixed by a timetable. For example, the main speaker arrives on Tuesday afternoon, and Tuesday afternoon is the timetable. Let's move on to the present continuous for the future. Just as the present simple, also the present continuous has the same construction for all the sentences: affirmative, negative, and interrogative. You just have to go among my videos and check if you don't remember the construction. Basically, we use the present continuous for the future to talk about plans which have already been arranged. For example, I'm meeting Kathy at the train station tomorrow evening. Or, we are having a party next Saturday. Do you want to come? Or again, what are you doing tomorrow night? I'm going to the cinema. All these three examples are examples of a plan which has already been arranged. Going on, we are going to talk about to be going to. Here we go with the construction first. So the affirmative form is composed by the subject in the first place. Then, of course, we have the verb to be, which become am, is, or are. Then we have going to and the verb. The verb is at the base form. So the example is, I'm going to tidy my room. The negative form is composed by the subject, am, is, or are not. Going to and the verb. The example is, she isn't going to buy a new car. Of course, I've used the contracted form. And then we have the interrogative form, always the who question. If there's a who question, the who question is in the first place. Then we have am, is, or are, then the subject, going to, and the verb, and the rest of the sentence. The example is, what are you going to wear at the party tonight? Okay, let's move on to talk about the uses. So the first use of to be going to is to talk about future actions which we have already decided to do and intend to do. For example, I'm going to make a quick phone call, which means I have decided and I intend to do that phone call. To talk about predictions when we have evidence of these predictions. So the example is, it's going to rain soon, and the speaker knows it because he or she can see the clouds in the sky, and that's the evidence. Number 3, to talk about something that is about to happen. For example, get back, that the bomb is going to explode. I want to take a moment to clarify the difference between the present continuous and to be going to. because we use the present continuous in the future to talk about plans which have already been arranged, while we use to be going to talk about plans in the future that we have decided to do, but we haven't arranged yet. We still have time to change them. The difference is really minimal. So here are two examples. The first one is with the present continuous. I'm meeting Ronnie this evening. Everything is ready and arranged. I'm going to meet Ronnie tonight or this evening. On the other hand, we have to be going to. I'm going to clean my shoes later. I'm not sure when because I haven't decided it, but it's something that I intend to do, but I haven't arranged yet. I hope the difference is clear between these two. Let's move on to will. We're going to start with the construction. So we have the affirmative form with the subject, will, and the verb at the base form. The example is they will arrive soon. The negative form, subject, will not, in the contracted form is won't, and then the verb at the base form. Okay, I won't forget it is our example here. Then we have the interrogative form. Always the who question. If there's a who question in the first place, then we have will, the subject, and the verb at the base form. Will you bring me a cup of coffee, please? And here's the uses. So we use will for decisions made at the moment of speaking. For example, I'll call them now. I've just decided that I'm going to call somebody, so I'll call them now. I will call them now. For anything which is uncertain, especially with words like probably, maybe, I think, I expect, I hope, etc. I probably won't be back in time. Then we use will for predictions without any evidence and based on an opinion. So it's in this case is not like to be going to, is not with evidence, but is without any evidence and based on based on an opinion. So the first example is, in 100 years, the world will be a very different place. Well, we don't know that for sure. And the second example is, I think I will get a higher mark this time. This is a prediction about a mark in some kind of subject. And I think underline the fact that this prediction is totally my opinion. Then we use will to offer, agree, promise, or ask to do something. For example, I promise I won't tell anyone what happened. And will you turn the stereo down, please? The second example is asking someone to do something. And for the last one, for something in the future that doesn't depend on a decision by the speaker. For example, I will be 29 next year. It's not my decision, it's just life going on. And there will be a full moon tomorrow. This is not my decision either. It's just nature. It's the moon going around the earth, which doesn't depend on me or on anybody else. Okay, that was it. I hope everything is clear, and don't hesitate to put a comment down below. Thank you. See you soon. Bye.